The address is 347 Don Shula Drive in honor of the legendary coach. The stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go through this downpour in South Florida. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin then.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Come on, ready? Here we go.
They send Fryermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 7.
11.
An inside give to Marks. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Quick throw, taken in. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
So what they're trying to do with this concept here, Mike, is they're trying to put layers into the defense. There's somebody attacking deep, there's somebody attacking intermediate, and then in this case, they force the ball to be thrown to the underneath check down, and they're able to keep him short and force fourth down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
180.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on fourth down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play.
Here we go.
First down, Chiefs.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Left side, he's got a boot gun. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain there of 11. Good for a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Here we go. Stop. 180. 180. Stop.
To throw is Burrow. He'll get that into the hands of Woody Marks. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. Got a man. It's Ibuka. Complete. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important. Mike, everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down. Now, Burrow. He's got it inside the 5. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
On one, ready?
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
11, yes, sir.
They'll run with Marks. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Woody Marks. Touchdown, Chiefs. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Yeah, a good return as he takes it across the 30.
And they're on the 31-yard line.
Get it.
They'll run with the rookie from Auburn. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Williams on the stop. No gain on the play.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll have a Dolphins first down. As the tackle is made at about the 43-yard line.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Ready.
They'll stay on the ground. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
2nd and 10.
60, trap 60. Let's go now.
From the gun, here's Milton. Working free downfield, it is Williams. A big-time play for the Dolphins. And even 30 yards.
First down.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be. This is something they teach defensive linemen, Mike, that, of course, we want to get to the quarterback and pressure and hit him and ultimately sack him. But if you don't think you're going to get there, when his hand comes off the ball, your hands go up. Get in that throwing lane, get a deflection, and he's able to force the incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is Milton. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Milton going to look to throw it again. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
11 MT.
They'll start on the ground, and this is Marks. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 5.
Here we go.
Burrow. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. Here's first and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. Play action now. It's Burrow. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They get 21 on that one. And the Chiefs have a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal.
Big 13.
Burrow to throw. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for third and goal.
Come on, Rick. 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
Here we go.
They'll run with Marks. And this defense standing tall in the red zone. They stop it for no gain. And now it's fourth and goal.
Brings up fourth and goal.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend to a 10-0 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
27-yard line.
Ready.
They'll begin here on the ground. Up the sideline to the 40. He is tough to bring down. A big one there on the ground.
That's good.
It's a big play there for Miami. It's a gain of 34.
39-yard line.
Go check. Go check. Wrap all 80s. Check up.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. Going up top for Evans. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
12 yards to go.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready, 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 ready.
Here's Milton. That's caught. It's Evans. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
The Dolphins.
A big-time play for the Dolphins. And even 30 yards. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Here we go, here we go.
To the air on third down is Milton. That'll be intercepted. That's the safety, Buda Baker. And the Chiefs are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Play. 11 MT.
Back to throw, Burrow. He's hit as he throws. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2nd down, Burrow. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
11.
That's Ibuka in motion. Burrow here on 2nd down. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
On 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Here we go. 11 MT tape.
Now, Burrow. Throw over the middle, going to be caught by Franklin. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Big 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 MT. 11.
Williams is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Kansas City.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. The kick is good. And the Chiefs move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
Ready?
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Milton. Down the field, it's Evans. He'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Ready, ready. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
On 1st down, here's Milton. He'll go back to Evans. He's got another one. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, 2nd half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go.
Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
Milton to the air on 2nd down. Throw left side, pulled in by Evans. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Miami.
1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
38-yard line.
Looking to throw, it's Milton. He'll go right and find his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd
From the
and
31,
2.
here is 2nd and 2.
Come on.
Throwing, Milton. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. 3rd and 2. Here we go. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
On play action, here's Milton. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
First down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
Now he's just going to pitch this one forward. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Goes without saying, like, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
Throw once more. Here's Milton. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Escaping the pressure right. That one. Touchdown, Miami.
You just had a feeling that this might be coming, right? It's kind of been brewing all game. Like, you see it so often on fourth down. The most difficult play to defend deep in the red zone is quarterback scramble. The defense lets the quarterback get outside the pocket. It puts so much pressure on your paced defenders in the secondary, and they can't latch on, and he takes it on himself.
17. Dolphins 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On point, ready? Gun.
A first down throw for Burrow. That's over the middle and caught by Ibuka. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 21.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
Burrow now to throw on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's out left and complete to Burden. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, KC.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Big 13. Big 13.
On first down, Burrow. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Can. 12, 11 MT, take. 11 MT, behind.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one out wide for Marks. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a third down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Chiefs first down.
Right 80.
First down, Chiefs.
Now, Burrow. Oh, an ill-advised throw there. It's an interception. Picked off by Max Melton. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Lutz for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Dolphins are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Davis now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Gun.
Back to throw. Burrow. He'll look underneath here for Marks. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Second and 5.
At the 29-yard line.
Here we go. 11. Right 80. 11.
On the ground, it's Marks. Yeah. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They get 15 on that game. And the Chiefs have a first down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
11. 180. It's hot.
Fourth quarter begins, and it's a run by Williams. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 8.
Here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
12. 11.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. Pick six changes all of the momentum. New leader in this one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only do you create the turnover, you take it back the other way, and now you find yourself with the lead here in the second half.
On the return, here comes Davis. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
25-yard line.
On one, ready? Gun.
On first and 10, Burrow. That pass is caught by Burton. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and
From the 34-yard line. Here's second and 1.
Here we go. 180. Twelve. Stop.
Burrow. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
22 yards. First
Here we go.
down, Kansas City.
Stop.
Burrow. Now, screen set up for Marks. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Connection made. It's Burton. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
On the run to the right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Burrow to throw. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Kansas City. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go.
Offensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
Ready. Check, Pep. Come on. Check. Pep to 60. Pep. Go, Rig. Go. Let's go.
Drive will start on the ground, and he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
19,
Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Looking out of the gun is Milton. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Brings up 2nd and 11. at the 27-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll come up now for second down.
Smash, smash. Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll stick to the ground. And this is a slight improvement over the previous plays. They're going to lose yardage, but not gaining any either. It's third down.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
We are set for fourth and long.
Here we go. Set. Go.
They'll go. Here's Milton. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
This is one of those coaching decisions people are going to be talking about for a long time. You find yourself down 3, a field goal gets you level. Instead, you roll the dice and go for it, and you fail.
And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
Brings up second and 9.
On one, ready? It is second and 9.
Let's get set. Right, 80.
Here's a handoff to Marks. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop at 35 seconds to go. This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
Right, 80. Right, stop.
Once again, it's Marks.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line?
No challenge flags in the last 2 minutes from the sideline. All second looks will come from replay, and I think the referee's been buzzed here to get another look at this call, and it is a big one.
Here we go.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38.
Can.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So, it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And it is their third